Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagatmananji's inspiring bestseller Learn to Live, Volume 1, The Hidden Truth. Infinite power is hidden within every one of us. Human mind is a very sensitive instrument. It acts as a powerful video camera, recording all our thoughts, emotions, feelings, words, actions, etc. Our mind is infinitely more sensitive and powerful than our most sophisticated cameras. Our mind records all our experiences. Nothing is lost. All our experiences of the past are stored in the deeper layers of the mind. We think in terms of images or pictures. We can have a bright future if we can always think positive, wholesome thoughts. Now let us listen to Swami Jagatmananji's fascinating discussion on the subject, the mind is a videograph, beware. We think in terms of pictures. Our words are nothing but the symbol signifying these pictures. The moment we utter the word tree, the picture of the tree is imprinted on the mind. When we say mango tree or banyan tree, the pictures undergo rapid changes which we can feel. I want to be a doctor. I go to Delhi. I want to build a house. I desire to study science. I want to become an officer. I want to marry. I want to become an actor. I want to tour many parts of the country. I want to teach my enemy a lesson. All these are essentially mental pictures. The mind goes on visualizing further details of each picture. Our mind has stored innumerable pictures of the thoughts that have accumulated there since our childhood. They remain dormant in the mind and come to the surface whenever needed. When you hear the word mango, the picture of the mango with its color arises in your mind. In addition, by recalling the taste you enjoyed in the past and its sweet smell, your mind induces your mouth to water. That means that pictures in your mind are associated with every bit of your experience and response in relation to that picture. Thinkers in our country call this samskaras, or acquired impressions. Our mind is like a wonderful tape recorder, a video recorder. It can record and store even minute details of experiences. It is also like a sensitive camera capable of reproducing the minutest details. It can record not merely sounds and pictures. The mind can preserve in perfect order the experience of various other sense responses like taste, touch, and smell as well. It records our joys and sorrows experienced on different occasions, our responses to these experiences, and our emotional ups and downs. Nobody can escape the camera present in every man's consciousness. It combines the accumulated past experience with the later experience, arranges them in a perfect sequence. Our future thoughts and experiences depend upon the thoughts and experiences that we have already gathered. A student watched a film continuously for 7 or 8 days. He observed with unerring concentration how the robber in the film attacked innocent passers-by, beat them up, tortured them, and robbed them of their possessions. He repeatedly read the original book on which the story of the film was based. He went on brooding over the incident and wondered why he too couldn't take up a similar venture if an opportunity provided itself. He pondered on the how and why of it and translated his ideas into practice. Only he could not escape from the police like the robber of the film, and was caught and subdued by the hand of the law. Your future life is going to be shaped by the pictures that you create in your mind. How can you mold a good and beautiful life? By drawing only ugly and unwholesome pictures? Have you ever thought of the kind of pictures that you have been forming in the mind? Our sages said, O gods, let our eyes see only that which is auspicious. Let our ears hear only auspicious sounds. You will not fail to see how significant this prayer is. In our epics, there is a description of Yama, the god of death. Kala is another name for Yama. Kala is the son of the sun god. Our conception of time is associated with sunrise and sunset. All of us live under the influence of Kala or time and pass away. We are all subservient to Kala, and the one who records all the pictures of all events and experiences of our lives is Kala's accountant Chitragupta. The meaning of the name Chitragupta is picture hidden. It is said that he keeps a secret record of everything, what we have seen, whatever experiences we have undergone, the good or bad deeds that we have done. We may not see the accountant of Yama, but if we think a little, we can become very well aware that our mind acts exactly like Chitragupta. Today's psychologists are throwing more light on this. Psychologists have proved, with the help of experiments, that by inducing an individual into hypnotic sleep, we can activate the memory of every experience and keep it alive. In the waking state, he may not, even with his best effort, probe deep into the past. However much he may try, he may not be able to recall past things from the oblivion. But if he is asked, when he is in the induced sleep, to describe his childhood experiences, he may recall incidents which his conscious mind has forgotten. He will give graphic details of the past experience as if he were undergoing them now. Let us observe an example given by Leslie Lecron in his book Experimental Hypnosis. A 45-year-old man was taken, after being induced into this sleep, gradually through the different stages of his consciousness. Finally, when his mind reached the level of his experiences as a child of 3, there arose drastic changes in his breathing. He developed asthma and severe cough. His lungs got congested. The pulse rate increased. He displayed all the symptoms of bronchial asthma. In his waking state, he had no memory of having suffered from bronchial asthma in his childhood. When the expert spoke to his mother, she volunteered the information that he was suffering from asthma when he was just 3 years old. What a wonder! It proves that the mental pictures of all our past experiences, happy or unhappy, are hidden in the interior layers of the mind. Another incident equally challenging to the methods of scientists has been reported in the book Super Psyche. A physician in America was asked, under hypnosis, to describe his birth. He was able to recall graphically the scene of his mother lying in the maternity hospital and the doctor standing on her right side. He also repeated the apprehension of the doctor about the newborn infant. It is useless to wait for long. There is little chance that the child will survive. In fact, he had been delivered prematurely 6 weeks before the due date of birth, weighing only 1.6 kg. There are hundreds of episodes about the thoughts hidden in the subconscious mind. It would be impossible to cite all of them here, But you must by now be convinced that our mind has all the characteristics of our mythological Chitragupta mentioned above. But you must by now be convinced that our mind has all the characteristics of our mythological Chitragupta mentioned above. To sum up, man thinks in terms of mental pictures. The mental pictures of every experience and the emotion associated with it at the moment of the experience are stored in the deeper layers of the mind, in the subconscious depths of our mind. What a person is today is the sum total of his different intellectual and emotional reactions, responses to the experiences undergone by him. What kind of person is an individual? What does he represent? This depends on the firm ideas he has about himself. From what point of view he looks upon life and the other people around him. Tomorrow we will be discussing a very important subject, thought, the architect, the importance of our thoughts. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.